Alright, what's up guys? Switch here. So, I've been having some people ask me, how do you sell your Hodge runs? How do you sell them to non-stealthies? And other questions about Hodge runs. So I'm gonna do a quick guide here. I'm actually selling one right now. I have a customer. The first thing you want to do is you want to go through the gates. You want to get to the Shadowforge lock room. When I do them, personally, I charge 15 gold a run. And then I charge 50 gold for the trinket. But that price can vary depending on your server. I play on Smolderweb, medium pop server, not the biggest economy, so I don't charge too much. Now, as a run itself, the gold per hour, if you're not selling, is not worth it at all. You're better off in Dire Mall or somewhere else, because all you're getting is the one boss drop, right? The real gold per hour is actually in the sales itself. Make about 100 gold per hour selling runs. So the first big question I get is, how do you sell it to non-stealthies, like a warrior? So what I do is I bring them up here and they have to make this jump if they're not level 59. 59 and above, they can just run from here all the way around and then they go hide up in that corner. So we have to kill this fire guard because he will pull. Super easy to kill. Fight him at a range. He just cast fireball on you. We're just gonna change this. So you get to check your loot, whatever. And then what you do is you want to tell them to jump directly to the wall here. You don't want them to ride along this wall or it won't connect to the wall here. So you have them jump and then they just jump up. Then you keep them in that corner and that's pretty much it for that. Then the next part, you want to get over to the bridge. You don't have to have the bridge open to actually finish, to actually get to where you need to be. Just gotta wait for this patrol. Unlucky timing. So what you want to do, you want to put a freezing trap right here. You want to be in cheetah. You're gonna pull this mob, and then the other one behind is gonna come. Sometimes this guy will aggro this guy, which you can just work around. You switch out a cheetah, wing clip that one. I'll show you. I'll try and see if I can actually have it happen. So that one freezes. You scatter that one. You switch out a cheetah. You wing clip, and you get away. Go back into cheetah. You want to hug the wall here. Those guys shouldn't pull, nor should they. If they do, it doesn't matter. You switch out a cheetah here, jump out the window. Now I do this mostly to account for resists, so you can feign death, or you can wait the 10 seconds. And then you want to jump up here, go up over the top. You want to keep jumping because there's a few slippery slopes on that ledge, including that one. Up here, and then this is actually not solid, it's not a roof, so you just fall down right into the bridge. Now I highly recommend you bring lesser invisibility potions. See, I had 30, done 2 runs so far for this room. Otherwise you'd have to do a pet pull. It's a little bit more annoying. Invis pots shouldn't be too expensive. They're about a gold 30 silver on my server. So what you do is you pop your pot around the corner and you just run all the way up. And then you want to get down the stairs here. You don't have to worry about pulling anything. You just run right through them. And down here, you're safe. So the next part is not the hardest part, but it's a little tricky. Same jump I showed you before. But you don't want to cross this line. I go about halfway up this section of the stairway, and then you want same thing, you want to jump for this part of the wall. You don't want to ride the wall here, just direct landing, just like that. And you jump up, call your pet. That's what I do. I stick my pet right here, send him in, and then I have him stay right around the middle here. Right there is fine. And then you're just gonna pull this pack So it has a chance to be 2 dragoons, one of each, like this one, or 2 marshals. I prefer 2 dragoons. It's the easiest. And you just want to kill them. So you're gonna have guaranteed crits on these two because they're kneeling. Kneeling counts as sitting. So right away, it's big burst. You don't need a lot of gear to do this. I was doing these runs in blues before I had any tier. Gear just makes it easier. Sometimes if you're not geared enough, you might need like a mana pot or a health pot, depending. Now the dragoons, they stay at a range, so you just kill him. But this guy, he'll follow, so you're gonna have to jump back down as soon as he gets to you. And then when he gets to about there, I'm just gonna slow him. You're gonna do the same thing, you're gonna jump back up, and he's gonna run all the way back around. And then you just repeat that until dead. It's pretty simple. You just wanna try and, you really don't want to fall. Falling can really suck. So once they're dead, you want to drink up, check your loot. These guys do have a chance to drop some world epics, like I don't think Edge Masters, but they can drop, I believe, Crowblade, Skullflame, the higher level of the BOE epics. So you always want to check your loot. And they also drop like greens and rune cloth and other goodies. Now the safe spot that I put the rogue in was the same corner, but below, because he's stealthy. So rogues and druids can be below. Okay, good. The patrol here, you are going to want to pull the patrol. When you do is up to you. It's possible to skip him, but for safety, I always pull him, and for the chance at like an elemental fire, essence of fire. So he patrols to here, and that's, you want to pull him at about here, at the very earliest, just so you don't chain with anything else. And then same thing, you're just going to kill him. There are some things you can do to make the killing phase easier, like you can place frost traps and stuff, so you have more, see, essence of fire. Alright, then the last pack that you actually have to kill is this one. Now for this one, I recommend you do not multi-shot on the pull. It can chain over to this pack and then you just have to reset them. Waste of time. So you want to kill the marshal first, always. You always prioritize marshals over dragoons, and then fireguard destroyers are last prio. Now the marshals, they start healing at about 45%, and they flee at about, I think it's 15. So here he's either going to cast, if you have improved concussive, you can shoot that. Didn't get a stun, so he's going to get a heal off. And then you just want to burst him to fleeing percent before he gets another heal. So you see I got a big crit there. When they heal, they can't heal again for, I think it's 5 seconds. I believe it's on a cooldown. You can take advantage of that, and if you know you're not going to be able to burst him down, you wait for the heal, and then you burst. And same thing on another dragon, you're going to have a range fight with him. You should always win this. If you're finding that you're struggling, you can not aim shot, because aim shot will have pushback. Got a black diamond there. But yeah, it's pretty simple stuff. And then the boss here. See, I've done 2 runs here. I got 2 axes. For the boss, it's going to be the same thing with the back and forth. However, at 40% is when the boss cries for help and he spawns his ads. They spawn in this hallway. They don't chain pull anything here, and they don't activate until they reach the boss. The big problem is there's 2 priests that spawn. So at 40%, that's what I call go mode. That's when you need to kill the boss before the ads start healing him. They don't heal until about 5 or 6 seconds after they're active. So you do have a little bit of time once they activate. So I like to put an immolation trap there. The first 60% is very easy. You can take as long as you need on the first 60%. What I like to do is I aim shot the far left one and then I multi-shot. I like to try and kill as many of them as I can before I do the boss. So you see, boss has a nice little immolation trap on him, just a little extra damage, right? You want to deal with the ads first, and then you start killing the boss. I take it nice and slow, mostly because of my spec. I don't take full efficiency. It's a pseudo PvE PvP spec. But you can do it as fast as you want or as slow as you want, up to 40%. So I'm just going to take moderate pace here. No aim shots. And you want to try and get him to 40% at about there, because then you have all this time to damage him down, and then his ads will activate about there. So you see he's close to 40 now. I'm actually not going to hit him. I'm going to refresh my sting. I'm going to multi-shot, and that should push him just below. See there, he's at 40%. I like to rapid fire here. Devil's Eye if you got it. See there's his ads. And you want to pray, pray, pray. You get a couple crits. See there's a good auto shot crit. Unlucky I didn't get any crits there. However, we're still okay. And then you got one more. And he's dead. So what I do is I usually just sacrifice my pet here and feign, because it'll take much too long to actually kill all the ads. So you see, once the boss is dead, the ads are actually on his corpse, because that's where they activated, is right here. So there's a few ways to work around this. If you have invisibility cloaking device, you can actually loot him and pop that. You can loot him, run away and feign death. You risk resist there. Or you can do what I do, is you can sacrifice your pet yet again. He doesn't always have to die on this, but sometimes he does. You want to res him up here. You want to set him to stay right about here. It really helps if you have dash or sprint or whatever, dive, any pet speed boost for looting. And then you're just going to want to send him in on the very back mob. See, he's glitching through the floor, but there he is. And then as soon as he aggroes the full pack, you're going to want to send him all the way back. The aggro, and then I send him back. Now they're all going to chase, and I'm going to loot. And then you see we get the legs, take them. Then lastly, you can dismiss your pet here, so you don't have to feed him twice. Then you feign, ads reset, and then to reset the dungeon, if you only have one account, I only have one right now. Pick your, you give lead to him, whoever you're selling it to, you log out. You have him invite one of your alts. If you don't have one, you make one. It's just, you make a level 1, whatever. And then you reset the dungeon, you do it over again. And that's going to be how you do your runs. Thanks for watching. Check me out on Twitch. Twitch.tv/switch_BC. Twitter.com/switchfv. That's all my socials. I stream pretty regularly. I'm currently grinding rank 14. I'm rank 8, going 9. Yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good one.